topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Talk. It's Wendy on Wednesday, and oh my gosh, have we got a special show for you tonight. But first, let me get my background centered. There we go. So I hope everybody has had a really great week so far. A couple of announcements. You know, we are doing our big Triversity fundraiser. I'm sure a lot of you have gotten letters. So please, if you can donate, doesn't matter how large or how small, but if you can donate to Triversity, the Pride Center, that would really be fabulous. And we have Pike County Pride coming up. It is a week from this coming Sunday. So we have a wonderful show planned for you with the drag performer Betty Buttons, who I just love to death, and other surprises as well. I'm not going to tell you what they are yet. We're going to have food trucks and vendors and lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. But we hope to see you at that event as well. So I'm excited tonight because there's nothing like being able to work with your friends, and especially when they're doing such incredible work in the LGBTQ community. And two of my friends came to me and said, hey, we're thinking of having a film festival at the same time as Jersey City Pride and making it part of Jersey City Pride. And I thought that that was a really great idea because the people that you are going to meet on this show tonight are all actors, producers, directors. They not only have work in the festival, we've all worked together, which is really great. What do we say? I get by with a little help from my friends. I would say lately that happens a lot. So tonight we're going to be talking about film, right? Why it's important to have an LGBTQ film festival and how it fits in with Jersey City Pride. I think that this is the first year they are doing a shorts festival. It's called the Fabulous Shorts and Video Festival. A little bit about Jersey City Pride. This is the Jubilee year. Okay, I really love that word. I just wanted to say it. Jubilee. And it's the 25th year, right? So it's really pivotal within the politics of Jersey City and in the community. So without further ado, first I'm going to introduce you to my very special co-host tonight, Mr. Tim Moss.
Hey, Wendy, how are you?
There you are. You got your lights flashing.
I do. I'm flashy. I haven't seen you in hours.
Right? I know, right? My mother used to have a saying, I haven't seen you since Hector was a pup. You know, that is the crazy. Nobody even knows what I'm talking about when I say that. But you're right. Yeah, because we did an amazing show with Flash Greenberg this afternoon.
Yep, this afternoon.
On If These Walls Could Talk, an amazing visual arts performer and just all around incredible human being.
Yes.
And we have three more incredible human beings coming on this show tonight. And we love all of them. I will introduce them one at a time. I'd like to welcome Lady Clover Honey, also known as Clover Welsh.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, Clover. How are you this evening?
I'm doing really great, especially now that you and Sim are here.
Oh, how fabulous. I'm excited. This is the most amount of people I've ever had that I'm streaming with, right?
Oh, I was going to say, not that I've heard of, but.
Well, okay, if you wanted to go there, we heard how it was. Oh, my God. So fresh already, and we haven't even started. And my next guest I would like to introduce to you is Jed Ryan.
Yay.
Hey, hello, Wendy. Hello, Tim. Hello, Clover.
Look at how colorful you're looking tonight. I love this. You look like a painting.
Well, when you're with colorful people, you have to get a colorful background. You can't just have a plain white wall for this crowd.
I love that. And you know what I just noticed before I get to my fabulous last guest, that I have so many people on that the banner for the show is going over my head. There you go. All right. Without further ado, please put your hands together. You guys know the amazing comedian, Ike Avelli.
Yay!
Hello, Ike. How are you?
I'm good. I got a monsoon out here, but you know what? Hopefully I won't drown before my interview.
Well, no, I know. It's like you're not near a basement, though, are you?
No, I'm in the basement.
You're in the basement. So maybe, do you want to put an inner tube or some floaties on? No, I never had anyone float away before. That would be terrible.
Good ratings.
I was going to say it's great for ratings.
It would be great for ratings. And I'm really happy to have you, Ike, because the minute we brought the fifth person on, the banner was no longer over my head.
I've always said Ike Avelli could keep the Titanic afloat. So if we're going to have a monsoon, there's nobody else I'd rather be stranded with.
Hey, there we go. I would have kept Jack alive, okay?
They won't drown.
I would have moved over a little bit on the door. Let him get on the door. There was plenty of room.
Yeah, she was
so as you know, we are all here tonight. Well, first of all, Tim and I just wanted to, besides the fact that we all get to work together and we're going to be talking about the film festival, we wanted to just take a moment here. I want to congratulate Tim on his wonderful reading for Salvation, which is at Urban Stages. You know, labor of love. I've watched you from the very beginning with this project. Sink your teeth into it. I went to the first reading, and God bless, from my mouth to the universe, make people who are watching want to fund this amazing project. Also being produced and directed by Kit Blessing, who we adore just across the boards. And Kit Blessing is also part of our Triversity family. So you know, we like to keep it in the family. And for many of you watching who know all of us, we just had a big celebration of life for Nick Ryan. And my gosh, everybody here performed. Jed took amazing pictures. Isn't that cool?
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And thank you to Wendy and Ike for organizing that and putting that together. You did a wonderful job. Wonderful job. You
know what? You all know it takes a village, and we hear all the time. And now I'm going all political. Resistance. What can each and every one of us do? You know, all of us here, we're doing so much we can in this community to better it, to get through these times, and to create safe spaces.
Yes, safe spaces for sure.
It takes a village. Sometimes it even takes a village person, if you know what I mean. So
right. I know our wonderful Felipe Rose performed that night with a new debut song. I mean, there was so much love in the room. We want to keep the love going, okay? A couple of weeks ago, Clover and Jed dropped, we think we're going to do a film festival. I was like, oh, cool. You know, it's kind of like, I got a barn, you got a costume, let's put on a show. And that mushroomed into this wonderful, fabulous film and video festival for Jersey City Pride, which is this Saturday. It's at Art House at Louis. What is the exact address?
345 Marin Boulevard.
Luis Marin Boulevard, right?
No, just Marin Boulevard.
No, just Marin.
Who is Luis? Tim, do you know Luis? This was someone you...
No, that's a different street nearby.
Thank you. Marin Boulevard.
It's downtown Jersey City, right near the Grove Street Pass Station.
Perfect.
And right near the Newport Mall, and right near the Holland Tunnel. So
right, so people that are coming from New York City can, of course, they can take Jersey Path train there and get off. It's right at Grove Street, right?
Right by the Grove Street Pass Station.
Cool.
Sweet.
And the number 119 bus, and it's right by the Holland Tunnel if you're driving from New York.
Thank you, Lady Clover Honey, for the directions.
All right.
You did not leave out one thing. No. So, Jed and Clover, can you tell us a little bit about how you came about wanting to do this?
Well, ladies first. So why don't you start, Clover?
Okay. Well, I've known more and more people are putting out these amazing videos and short films. I've met so many different filmmakers, And now musicians, you can't just be a good musician anymore. You have to put out a good video.
Right.
So I've met all these wonderful musicians, and a lot here in Jersey City, of course, a lot in New York City, that are putting out these videos, putting out these short films. Even comedians are putting comedy videos out. So I know all these people nowadays with technology, it's easier than it ever was before.
Yeah.
I figure I know all these people. I see all these amazing all these video links people are sending me. I said, let's put it all together at a festival. And I've met other people who do small independent festivals. We did it once before last year for the a New York City festival called the Fresh Fruit Festival.
I remember that.
Yeah, so let's do it again for the Jersey City Festival, since I know a lot of Jersey City rock musicians who put out great videos.
And it seemed like you were very, very hands-on, with calling up your friends and saying, hey, do you know film it? Because the 2 films that I submitted are just amazing. And,
they're beyond amazing. Thank you so much.
And along these lines, there's more and more film being done by LGBTQ filmmakers. And this is a really important thing. It's always been important, but now you need to have a big voice.
Yes.
And I believe I've always believed in keeping it in the family. And that's why any kind of creative endeavor I use, I always think of everybody in my immediate circle first. And look at all the talent we have there. So Tim had a wonderful video, and even though it's hot as what out there, why not have a little Christmas spirit? I just saw a flash of lightning actually. So it's a little. I was thinking it's like, okay, Wendy, it's Wendy on a Wednesday, and now it's Willowy Wendy on a wet Wednesday. So I like that.
Wendy on a wet Wednesday, and if you can say that 4 times fast, you get a pass to the film festival.
True. And you and Ike had an amazing video too, which sadly, starred our dearly departed Nick Lyon, and now it became like more relevant than ever that people see this.
But you brought up a good point there, Jed. I mean, what can we communicate with film? How do we pay homage to people with film? Film is one of the most important forms of communication that we can possibly have right now.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And so a lot of this just kind of came like organically before we even sought out trying to find some other representations of the LGBTQ community and a few of our most hardcore allies. And that would include Ben Carmichael, who's a musician, and he's a really fierce ally of our community. Let's Clover and I use his music, which is amazing, for free, because he just wanted to do his part for our community and be a great ally. So we have a lot of representation that just came naturally. And Wendy, you recommended 2 short films, which were amazing. Miss Simone and the Queens of Stonewall. And then there was Lavender Outlaws,
who's an amazing, I have to give a shout out here. The person that puts the flags in the Triangle Park across from Stonewall is Stephen Love Menendez. Plus, a ton of other things. But yeah, we know amazing people. Damon Byrne, who I met at Lucky 13, the night Dylan Greenberg was doing that film festival night. I met Damon that night and, talked to Damon and then ran into Damon at the Drag March again. And now I love that we're showing their film at this. This is about bringing people together.
Yes. Well, another shout out I think I should mention is kind of funny about knowing people. My roommate, who happens almost also a good friend as well as a roommate, is a retired filmmaker, and so I figured by amazing chance, so he does a lot of video editing and shooting for us, and he did some for Tim's video as well.
Yeah, you produced my music video.
Yeah, he produced Erotica, but he's retired. But he comes out of retirement to help us out produce our videos and music. And his name is Dana Bryan, and he went by the name Brian Brenner during his career as an erotic videographer. And it's great. What a great friend and roommate.
I love that you're giving a shout out to him too. He's been an asset. Tim, I didn't realize he did your video because I knew he only did erotica.
We keep pulling him out of retirement, keeping him busy during his retirement. No.
Yeah, he kept asking me to drop my pants and drop my. I was like, no.
No, it's a holiday video. It's got to be friendly.
Tim, I think yours is one out of only 2. We have the Dirty Dozen. I think we have 12 videos altogether. And yours is the only one that has absolutely nothing objectionable. It's suitable for everybody. It's just bring the kids, bring the pets. There's not a dirty word in there. So
It just videos become R-rated, maybe R-rated or some nudity.
Wait, the one that Ike did
Never
that
mind.
has Nick Lyon in it and our friend Robbie and I
Mhm.
play a prostitute, but that's pretty clean. We
Well,
don't.
not if you listen to the words, Wendy.
The lyrics aren't the
Need
cleanest
limit
lyrics,
on the
yeah, but
street.
visually maybe.
something about
Right.
falling in love with a bulge. I think I remember.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the lyrics are just amazingly funny.
Yes,
It's really great. It's very bawdy, funny, dirty. I love it.
Well, what everyone is saying is the same thing. We're talking about entertainment, right? How badly do we need entertainment right now?
Well, and especially we need LGBT representation.
Thank you. Yeah.
Definitely. So
Yeah.
I am so grateful for you for putting this together. This is
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
It is. It's really great. Now, in terms of sourcing the films, I know, we each brought a little bit to the party, but how did you find your other films?
Oh, wow. I have to say it was just through networking. Clover and I are both very loyal to artists that we work with. So we reached out to some filmmakers or some aspiring filmmakers that we knew. And they were more than happy to, oblige and all that. And then I have to admit, I did do a little bit of searching because we wanted representation of the entire community. And we found it. Like, we knew that there was at the time, it seemed like it was a little too testosterone heavy. We needed some more lesbian and female identified and non-binary representation.
Yeah.
And sure enough, the film found me. And Eileen Hanley's film, What Are We? It's a 15-minute film and it's a festival favorite. And in 15 minutes, it's funny, it's sexy. It just really captures so much about our relationships in this new era in 2025. The whole thing about hooking up and digital relationships. And what do you call yourselves? I mean, do you call yourselves F buddies or just friends with benefits? Or are you lovers now? Or just roommates who have some fun every once in a while? That's what it explores.
I'm really
And
interested in seeing that because
Yeah.
it is the truth. Because there's so many diverse things now in dating, and it's insane. I'm looking sometimes just for an old-fashioned date, but now you have people coupled or they're married and they're looking for a third. It's so diverse.
And open relationships.
There's a lot of triples out there. A lot of them.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing this short film.
I thought you were interested in a trouble. I thought that's what you were. You gave up on just one person. Now you're like, trouble.
I'll start putting out feelers tomorrow, Ike, for you. How's that? Okay. Maybe after this video, you'll be in a throuple. Who knows? So
in terms of choosing the films, how do you go about? I don't even know how many entries that you had, but did you cut it off at a certain point, or how do you choose films?
Well, that's so difficult. I'm sure Jed will say that too, because you don't want, and it goes on for, it's a little bit too long, because I told Jed we can't have it so long, and there's only so many hours people will sit in the audience, and
right.
But it's so difficult, like selecting what goes on the screen and what doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So you prefer, we're calling it a shorts festival, right? So in your personal preference, you like shorts.
Yeah, in order to get people to come and sit through it. Like if you have 2 hour-and-a-half movies, that'll be 3 hours just to sit through movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Most
I find
festivals,
that
the shorts get in festivals a lot more anyway. I had to have a feature selected in any festival would have to be like outstanding.
Right.
We also really thought outside the box too. Like a couple of weeks ago, Clover was shooting the first scene in a new incantation in the Modest Male Exposure series. This one's Modest Male Exposure 3, originally entitled Cherchez la Femme. But yes. But then we changed it to the slightly more titillating, the call of the she-demon. And this one has supernatural elements and occult elements.
Oh, fun.
And we spent a day shooting one scene for that as a teaser. And then we also did a teaser for Modest Male Exposure 4, which I'm still writing the script now as we speak.
Oh, is that the one with my role in it?
Yours is free.
You're pretty much in everything, Wendy. So
There was talk of a role, and I was sent a script, but my phone didn't ring after that.
Oh no, this was just a teaser. That's why. But yes, or we can call it. What are the big budget filmmakers call it? A something of interest. Yes, but it's a proof of concept. Proof of concept.
Proof of concept.
Your character, all the characters we create are a lot of fun, so we have to keep reusing them. But your character, Wendy, a witchy sex party hostess, is amazing, and it's a big favorite.
In fact, it's when you go on vacation with your boy toy Ace that things go to shite, because basically then I'm taking over your after hours party and there's no women there, it's all guys. And so we have to find a way to get the women coming in. So Clover's character, Goldie, and my character turn to witchcraft, and it has devastating effects.
I know Clover wanted to get that in. I know that, Clover. You like that element of supernatural and horror films.
Yeah, I love that spell casting and the occult.
Spell casting and the occult.
That you could tap into,
So how do you think this film festival, in terms of what it can do in raising people's awareness or getting people to feel not so powerless? This is a very politically trying time in general, and of course, especially in the LGBTQ community, right? We're watching hotlines being cut. We all know how the trans community has been completely marginalized. We constantly hear the non-truths that are being said across the board. I personally know, and I'm sure Tim can back me up on this too. We know a lot of people that have just been beaten down by this, and they've lost their, I don't know, their mojo or whatever. How do you think having a film festival like this can help people have a different and more powerful perspective?
Well, I think just by showing LGBT people and non-binary people on the screen I remember, like when I was younger, they were forbidden, and like Breakfast at Tiffany's, they had a Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, that movie, they couldn't say the characters again. They had a hint at it, and it went over a lot of people's heads. And suddenly last summer with Elizabeth Taylor, they weren't allowed to even dare have any mention of gayness.
Right.
So some of them brazenly hinted at it, but some just changed it. Like Breakfast at Tiffany, they changed him from a gay man to a straight man. It was supposed to be about platonic friendship, because Truman Capote had a lot of close platonic friendships with females.
Oh my God, yeah.
And they made it into like a love story between a male and a female, a straight love story. But we're just showing the queer people, we're not changing them to be straight, they're just showing them as queer,
Right. But we are in very different times right now.
Yeah.
From those days to now, marriage equality, right? We were moving ahead, full steam ahead. And in many ways, we kind of hit a wall. I personally feel doing a festival like this is, and having Jersey City Pride gives people a focus, and it raises people up too. You can't think if you're running around fearful and depressed. That's for sure, and we all know that. As something like film,
positive outlook that their work's going to get recognized, and who knows, someone might hire them to do something on their set. It's
absolutely,
it's being recognized.
So with all you, I'm going to go around one at a time. Like, what keeps you going? I know you have the Fringe Festival coming up with 50 Shades of Gay. It's a show that you've been doing for a while, but it's always different. How do you keep going with everything that's going on out there?
Well, it's 10 years this year, the same time that marriage equality was passed. So it happened in June of 2015, when it was passed, and that's when 50 Shades of Gay was born. So Tim knows it's a challenge no matter where you go, because you have gay in the title. And we are going to cities that may be not so responsive to it. Right. But we've been very, very lucky where we've gone to. They've been very accepting, and the communities have been diverse. So, you just hope you get to entertain wherever you can and not have any problems. And you pray every time you go on stage. Nobody's waiting outside.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting because I mostly know it from a New York City perspective, and that would never even cross my mind. But have you and Tim, have you ever felt threatened about the after show leaving the venue or anything like that?
I think Tim and I've had more bad experiences on the road.
Are we talking about flat tires or?
No, we're talking about truck stops.
Yeah, Tim and I are in the post office walls at this point. We did get invited to perform in Boise a few years ago.
Right.
And there was.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
And Tim, and this is such a familiar story for the both of us. Every time, I had friends of mine who worked at a radio station in Boise, and we were concerned because about, I think it was, correct me if I'm wrong, Tim, 30 people were arrested, gay hate crimes. And
yeah, because you had called me and told me that you wanted to book us there, and we were both like, "Is it safe?"
Right.
And I said, "I think we should go to represent," but and then we heard about this U-Haul full of these guys in masks that were going to
kill gay people. That's exactly what it was.
They were going to a rally, an LGBT rally in Idaho that got pulled over and got stopped.
They got stopped
from going. And I just called Ike and I go, "I hate when I'm right." And so he says, "Do you want to go?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, we've got to go. We got to represent. Let's do it."
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's basically it. And then we wound up going. And as I said, my friends worked at a radio station. They called the radio station up and they said, "It's very diverse where we're going." We called the manager, the owner of the venue that we were at, and it's diverse. And we wound up being accepted there. It was insane. There was no signs of hate. They had a lot of wonderful gay nightlife out there. Trans community was very accepting of us, and they were there to support us.
Yeah, so. We didn't know what we were walking into, but from the moment we landed, it was fabulous.
Packed, sold out.
Boise was incredible. It's a college town. It's very artistic.
Yeah.
It was. We had a ball. We had a wonderful time in Boise.
And I think there's a couple of things that you've said here that are worth considering, right? We don't know what to expect. And in New York and in LA, we're very polarized, right? Mm-hmm. We know what to expect here. We don't know what to expect when we go on the road and when we go to places in the country where there's a lot of things going on that could be harmful to someone
and the rules that apply here don't necessarily apply there.
Absolutely.
I forgot we did go to Augusta, Georgia.
Oh, wait, you did right. There was something about Augusta. Could you share that with us?
So I decided let's all drive down. I didn't realize it was 12 hours to get there. So I got this giant minivan. It was Tim, myself, Jezebel, Margot, and Tyrone. And we started to go into a city. I think it was after Maryland. I forget where it was. And we started seeing Confederate flags. And I thought, well, we got a drag queen, a gay man, a black man. We're going to get killed. So I said, nobody get out of the car.
Their chances are pretty good.
Yeah, but nobody get out of the car. Hold it in. We only got 5 more hours to go. But wound up with, we had a great time there too.
It was, again, once we were there, it was great.
Once you were there, right? Mm-hmm. Well, but you've proven a point, right? All over the country, there's pockets, and bigger than pockets. I don't even want to use that. Every state has an LGBTQ plus community, and when you take and you bring something positive and entertaining in, they're going to turn out for it, and they have a right to be entertained as much as anyone else. And
thank you.
And as performers, it is scary. But
Tim and I do get backlash. I will say, if we're going to a city and people say, "Well, why are you going there?" If it's, it could be Miami, but we do have friends who are performing down there that need us. So we go down there and we support them and we bring our show and we're entertaining as we normally do.
Right. Yeah. Well, yes.
No, but there is a need all across the country for us. There really is. But just one real quick story. We wrote on the plane, we wrote a quick little bit to do in 50 Shades of Gay when we went to Fort Lauderdale, and that was right after the governor had signed the No Don't Say Gay bill. So we went on stage, and I said, so Ike, how do you think they feel about the show? And he goes, he says, they love 50 Shades of Gay. And I go, Ike, you can't say that. And he goes, can't say what? And I said, say gay. He goes, what do you mean I can't say gay? I said, no, in Florida you can't say gay. And he goes, gay. But it went on for a little while, but the audience loved that.
They totally loved it.
It was very good. We've had our experiences.
Well, as entertainers, we have to dance around the politics of things, right? Now, Jed and Clover, what is your thought about how you're going to affect things, even politically, like what you can do? A lot of our friends think they can't do anything now, right? That every day you wake up to another horrific news, awful thing that's happened. What do you think you can do? Jed, I'll start with you.
Well, here's an example. Now, when we showed Modest Male Exposure 2, I Dream of Jeans, which all of you have big parts in, we had scheduled this at Stonewall early in November. And then the date was all set. And then, of course, something happened in early November. That's something that shifted the entire country and the world, for that matter, a recent tragic event. Yeah. And so I really was thinking about canceling the screening, because the mood was just so, it was just fearful and it was depressing, and nobody was in a celebratory mood. I'm sure some people were, but nobody I knew in my circle was in a celebratory mood. And I said, I don't even know if I want to do this now, including myself. I was just feeling really down. And then I thought to myself, no, now we need to do this more than ever.
Yes.
And we need to laugh. We need to be around other LGBTQs and our allies. We need to really foster our own creativity. And every time, it's almost like if you're tired, you're feeling a little depressed, and you had a long day at the proverbial day job, and you just really don't want to go out. But then you do go out and you see people and you see, in my case, like the energy of the younger generations, and that includes just about everybody now,
Yeah.
Everybody's younger than us now. But I just love the way that they really just love to have a good time. And in a way, almost the rest of the world is kind of not there. And even if it's just temporary, because a lot of the young people I know are politically active. They do go to rallies. They do. They're very aware of what companies support our rights and what don't.
Yeah, they are. Absolutely.
Yes, they really, really are. And they are the future. So they do care about it, most of them, but they know how to have fun. And I think we can learn something from them. We really can. We learn how to have fun and really, and really just go out there and make the most of life, seize the day. And then we can also look at the larger picture and do our part in the political world as well. So I think that's what I do. I really I think that we need to keep on creating. We need to keep on supporting each other. We need to keep on going out. We need to support nightlife and the arts. And also in the back of our minds, keep in mind like the larger future. Vote, spread the word, encourage others, go to rallies, go to protests, contact our local, in New York City, it's very easy to do, to contact our local politicians and tell them how we feel, and vote for people that really support what your views on equality. People. Yes.
Yeah, that really support. Clover, what about you?
Yeah, like echoing what Jed said, just always be out there. And the point that Jed made, don't let it ruin your good time. Have a good time, have fun, and keep don't let it ruin your pride. It's hard sometimes, but just keep going out there, keep having fun, and let people know that you're here, and let people know that you're a good person. The more people know us, the more they won't be afraid of us. Right. Just always do that. I went to a rock bar in Bayonne, New Jersey once, and posted the photos on Facebook or Instagram, and someone said, "Oh, I didn't know there was a gay bar in Bayonne." I said, "It's not a gay bar. I don't I go to all kinds of bars.
Right.
You know, so what? Just always go out there and have fun and let people know who you are. Actually, the owner of the Rock Club said she's so glad I came, and tell people that gay and trans people are always welcome at that bar. So just go out there and have fun and enjoy yourself. And
that's amazing.
Don't let it get you down, but don't forget. But just keep on going.
Yeah. Now, Clover, because I would run into you at all kinds of political events in the past. You are very politically active, and you got your finger on the pulse.
Yeah, I was invited to be out on the like 20 years ago. I was a resident of Manhattan, and they were looking for more transgender people to get involved in the Stonewall Democrats. So I was invited to be on the board. So I was on the board, adding a transgender presence, and it was transgender rights were the big thing. And I was there when Bloomberg signed the transgender non-discrimination bill in like 2004. New Jersey came a lot earlier. New York State didn't do it until like 2017. We went up to Albany to get that non-discrimination law passed, and it finally got passed in New York State. So you just got to always keep going and let the politicians know you. All the politicians in Jersey City know me because I live here now, and they say, you know, and they're all keep them know that we're here and we vote for them, and we're not going away. We're going to still be there.
Yeah, I have to say, New Jersey is it's really amazing the support you get in New Jersey. First of all, you have a number of LGBTQ centers there, really good ones, big ones, and
we have two here in Hudson County. We have two in Hudson County.
Yes,
one in downtown Jersey City and one in Union City.
Yeah,
and one in Newark. Well, every county has. Bayonne is having an LGBT Pride Festival, as well as Jersey City, which is south of Jersey City.
Oh, I hope people that are watching come to Jersey City Pride. It's really important.
Now, Wendy, something that you said a little earlier about how just being the constant barrage of negativity and this horrible thing happened today and this horrible thing happened today. That is the plan. The plan is to wear us down, to make us, to exhaust us, to break our spirits and stuff. And that's the thing. Sometimes we do need to step down. Sometimes we do need to isolate and just get our heads together. But then we got to get back up and do what we're doing and go to Jersey City and join together in prideful marches and prideful festivals like this.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm there with you 100%. So we have films, and we also have the music videos. It's a really nice balance. Was your intention to try and get a balance?
Oh, absolutely. And we start out. It starts out like fun, and then it gets a little bit serious. Some of the films do discuss homophobia and transphobia, particularly the ones that, like we just spoke about, Damon's film and the film that Stephen Love Menendez produced too, Miss Simone. They do they do talk about like homophobia and transphobia, and then we kind of like go into other areas too. Definitely some raunchy comedy is in there.
We love raunchy comedy. Who in the script doesn't love raunchy comedy?
Yeah. We have one video by Peter Cage, who unfortunately was kicked off of social media for his posts being deemed too racy, you know, okay. And he has a video about his particular fetish, which if I had to, I should probably ask him what it's called, but I'm going to use the term that I found suited. It's claustrophilia, not a fear of being confined, but actually like a fetish for being confined or being caged. And so his video is definitely not for all tastes, and I tell people about that too in the descriptions. It's definitely
I have the description right here.
Yeah, it's shocking. It really is shocking. And but I thought about this because Joe and I actually did see a movie in the theater at the Macy's called Taxi Zum Klo, which if you translate it, it means taxi to the toilet. And highly recommended, by the way, if you could find it, highly recommended. But
I would never take a taxi. I'd only call an Uber to go to the toilet. No taxi, no yellow cab for me to go to the toilet.
Well, yes, but it's and back then it was, I was reading up on it because every movie, I can't just simply go and watch a movie nowadays. I have to research the
of course
side of it. Yeah. And this one was also shocking when it appeared in film festivals too, because it was very explicit. It was about a single gay man in a pre-HIV/AIDS era, living in Berlin, which is still a very, freewheeling city.
Yeah.
And so I thought about this, and I'm like, yes, this particular film, which we have it kind of last in the lineup, it will shock some, it may offend some, it may, but it will also question, how you feel about people's different kinks and what turns other people on and everything. And I think that's important because Clover and I have gone to Peter's events at Rock Bar, and kink and leather and BDSM communities are very much a part of the LGBT community, and they should not be whitewashed, and we shouldn't shy away. So we do have like a wide variety, just from like silly to funny to serious to very provocative to sexy and outre, I guess the word is.
A lot of sexy.
Yeah, I like
a lot of sexy. Yeah.
Well, it's actually a great concept to think about going forward. Like, we all have so much time, taking something like this to various places in the country. In the same way you take your show, right? 50 Shades of Gay, taking a film festival like this to, I would say, safe places in the country. Nobody wants to get lynched, but but to make this kind of film and video available to people, right? I mean, they can certainly pull this stuff up on their computers, but there's something to be said about going to a festival. Like, I'm excited to do the Q&As at your festival. It's the whole live thing. You get to meet the filmmakers when they come. And my favorite thing is when people get up there and you get the backstory to the film. I know a lot of people leave and don't sit for the Q&As. I'm the person, if I'm not doing the Q&A, then I'm in the audience listening, because I love to know the story behind the story, right?
See, I'm actually the opposite kind of person. For the Q&A, I'm always the one that, like, one question is not good enough. I have like 5. And I'm not satisfied unless I know the answer.
Oh, wait. You're probably one of those people with the 2-part questions. I love them. I have a 2-part question. Don't you want to just strangle them? It's great. It's crazy.
But Jed, it sounds like you have a very nice representation of an overall representation of the community.
I hope so. And again, some of these videos have been shown at other festivals. Some of them have been around for a while. But I think that, as Wendy said, seeing them on the big screen is really with a group of appreciative people. Yes. Because, this is why when Clover and I have shown our films in public, we're well aware of the fact that everybody's going to laugh from start to finish, and everybody's going to hoot and holler, and everybody's going to have a great time, because we know that we're all in it. So we're all in the movies. So, but
it's fun.
Yeah, but we really did look for like a wider appeal, and again, being loyal back to the people that were really loyal to us, the people that we appreciate as artists. There are definitely a large portion of the film festival are things that you cannot see anywhere else, including the sneak previews for the 2 new installations of the MME series. And I guarantee you, we've been keeping them under tight girdles, and tight jock straps. So we've been really like not letting anybody see any of it at all, because we want it to be a surprise. So
it's really going to be a really, really great time. Do you know how many of the filmmakers you're going to get in person?
Ooh, we do not. And this is where we have to put in a plug to please spread the word and buy your tickets ahead of time, because I know a lot of people do wait to the last minute. And I don't think there have been as many many advanced sales as we would have liked. So if you can share the QR code or share the information, everybody's busy. Everybody has like a lot to do in a city like New York City or Jersey City, the 6th borough. And of course, all of you are performers as well. So if you're not seeing a show, you're performing it yourself. And so we understand there's like a lot of options, but we're just basically encouraging in a gentle poke and prod to, really think about this as a priority for Saturday. If you've never been to Jersey City or the Art House is a beautiful space in Jersey City.
There'll also be a visual art show that you can look at while you're seeing our video show.
There's also an art show there. And is there anything else? Because people like to come and, eat or have vendors where they can buy stuff? Is there any of that going on where we're going to be?
Yeah, they have a bar. They'll sell snacks and cocktails in the lobby, but the neighborhood is filled with all kinds of places to go to, from donuts, Krispy Kreme donuts, to cafes and coffee
Donuts!
And there's also a dance club. There's a dance club and a craft beer place right in the neighborhood.
It's great.
A gay craft beer bar and a gay dance club right there. So it's a fun neighborhood. Downtown Jersey City is a lot of fun.
Wow.
You could easily go make a whole night of it, after the video festival. You just go have fun and dance, have donuts or drink,
You can have donuts or dance. You choose.
Yeah.
Well, we're down to the last couple of minutes. The time goes so quick. So
we just started.
I'm going to give each one of you a chance to just put out there what you want to happen on Saturday, or what you see, or what you want the future to be from the film festival. We can start with you, Jed.
Oh, thank you. Well, again, I've learned the entertainment is always evolving. And what I have noticed, I've really been seeing this a lot, is eventually we're going to go away from watching movies on a 6-inch screen, even though I'm talking to you now on a 6-inch screen. Yeah. And eventually we're going to move into where we want the movies to be shown in a public place, and we want to see them. I love LUV, the audience's reaction to seeing a movie in a live theater. So
me too.
Yeah, and I think the younger generations are really becoming hip to that too. It's almost like they're rediscovering something that they did not know, which was normal for us. Because let's face it, all of us are over 30, and
I'm not. Don't lump me into your crowd.
I mean, we all pass as college students when we go out, but the younger generations are really rediscovering things, and I think it's high time that we start doing that. And again, if we're gonna all be there, I mean, filmmakers are among the most fun, and musicians are among the most fun people that you can hang out with. They're just always thinking about the next project, even as they're watching their current one on the big screen and everything. So that's why you should come. It's fun. It's definitely in support of the LGBTQ community and a few of our lucky allies. And you'll see some things that you can't see anywhere else. So
I love that. Clover?
Yeah, like Jed said, you can always put your videos on YouTube, but hearing the audience react and scream in shock and gross out at the blood, if there's blood, and laugh, be shocked at the nudity. It's so much fun having it with an audience around you, watching videos with an audience around you. It's just an amazing thing to share, to see. It's even great, like when the filmmakers in the audience with you, you could share it with the person watching it. Yeah. Nowadays, it used to be the festivals, like the gay men didn't want to see the lesbian films, the lesbians didn't want to see the men's films, but now it's different, and everybody sees everybody else's films and enjoys it.
Yeah, because it's the value of the film, not the other stuff, right?
Right. Yeah.
It's the value of the film and what you get from the film. What about you, Ike?
I'm looking forward to meeting the peers in our community who are creative that we normally wouldn't see maybe in a club or a bar, pick their brains and see their work. And most importantly, what you were saying too, Wendy, for those, and I find sometimes the younger generation, when they see things that are happening on television, they become afraid and they don't go out. This is your chance now. Everybody is going to be out. Have a wonderful time and experience art. We're a creative group. Check it out.
Yeah.
Come out.
Yeah. Tim?
Well, art is not free. Art is very, very costly. To make a music video costs money. To write the song, record the song, come up with the concept, do the thing. To make a movie, to write the storyline, get the crew together, find the locations. People don't understand the process that is required to make art, to create art.
Thank you. Right.
And this is one place where there will be a variety of that for all of us to come together who have art that wants to be shown. And it's a chance for us to come together as a group, or even for anybody out there that wants to come and join us. It will be a wonderful night filled with a variety of different styles and types of art from our community, representing our community. So come on out.
So come on out. Well, and I do one last thing before I end my show. You all have been on before, so you know I love to take my little pictures with my camera.
Want to take the 30-year-old first?
30-year-old. Everyone
Oh,
say,
are you talking about your underwear?
I'll bring it back.
Thank you all for, first of all, your involvement in the community, for everything that you do. All of you work tirelessly, and you know I'm proud to call you my friends, and I have a great life because all of you are in it, and anyone else is friendly with you, all the artists and everyone. We all feel the same way. It's the art, it's the politics. You know, we have to keep pushing it forward.
Yep.
Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Wendy, for throwing this together.
Yeah, no, I love doing this. Everyone say hi, Nugget, Mr. Nugget. Oh, he stuck his tongue in my mouth. That's so gross. Thank you all for taking time at what was that, Ike? You want someone to stick their God, it's come to that. Even the dog is looking good. Thank you all, really, and I will see everybody on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.